How's it going, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the AFC Wimbledon Road to Glory Career Mode. This is going to be episode number 35 of this series, and if you have been enjoying this series so far, make sure you show your support by leaving a like on the video. In the last episode, we made a whole bunch of signings. I do recommend you go back and watch the last episode if you did miss it. Obviously, you would have been able to see there Sunderland accepting a big offer for Pickford, and that is our goalkeeper, our brand new goalkeeper that we signed in the last episode. He was obviously the replacement for Roy Silva, who ended up leaving for £2.1 million. Good business in my opinion there, but I really am heartbroken that Roy Silva did leave. Despite the fact that we did make quite a few signings in the last episode, we still have a good budget to play with, 1,002,000 on the wages. John Souttar was a player that was suggested heavily in the last episode. I can see exactly why. He's very, very versatile. Can play as a CDM or a centre-back. Quite similar to Lockyer then in that sense. I am going to go ahead and make an offer for him. The only issue with this guy is he is on 20 grand a week. So chances are we're not going to really be going in for him. But I will make an offer of 200,000 plus Jenkins and wait and see what Dundee say. I'll tell you one player that I really do want to sign is this guy here, Cyprien. He was the player that was also suggested in the last episode. He is a French central midfielder playing for Lens, and I think this guy could be really, really good. And the best thing about this guy is his wages. He's on quite low wages a week. For this guy, I'm going to go ahead and offer Frankham plus 200,000 maybe. We'll see if it's accepted either way. Sam Morsey, currently playing for Wigan, but on Chesterfield's books at the moment. We could sign him, and again, I'm going to go ahead and offer Frankham in a straight swap deal, and I'm going to offer 200,000 on top. Ryan Ledson was also a player that was suggested in the last episode. This is the final player that was suggested for a new central midfielder. He's probably more of a CM than a central attacking midfielder, quite similar to Matthew Grimes, Ryan Ledson. And we will go ahead and make an offer of Jenkins in a straight swap deal. So Preston aren't going to go in for the counter offer for George Frankham, and that's absolutely fine. He's going to be staying at the club. James Bree says that he wants extra wages a week, so we will have to go and see how much that he wants per week. So Bree wants only £1 grand extra a week. That's absolutely fine. I'm more than happy to give that to him. I had a feeling for some reason that he was going to want something like £5 grand a week, but I'll give him that. So we are going to be going into the first game of the episode here, and it is going to be against Nottingham Forest, the first game of the season in the Championship. We're going with a pretty strong side, I have to admit. We're going to be trying out a few debutants in this episode. Datkovic making his league debut, and Chilwell, as well as Ali, and we've also got Navio making their league debuts as well. And obviously our new goalkeeper, Jordan Pickford, is going to be starting in goal with Armstrong playing up front. Is this going to be a lot of changes? Is this going to affect the team chemistry from last season? I'm not really too sure, but we're going to find out in this game. We're going to be playing at home for the first game of the season. Is it going to be enough for us to get the confidence to get a win? We'll have to wait and see, but we're going into this game full of confidence from last season, and hopefully we can continue that in this one. Bree's going to try and get a good pass into Armstrong and almost finds him. And Armstrong has won it back. He's going to go for a shot. And already Armstrong makes his impact on the Championship, getting a goal within 6 minutes. Shoddy defending there from Nottingham Forest, and we won it back after a couple of deflections. A good tackle off of the defender, and then a very good finish past the goalkeeper. Oyama's won it here very well, and we're going to play it into Armstrong again. And he puts his shot over the bar. That could have been 2-0. Playing it to Oyama over the slide tackle to Navio. And now Navio is cutting inside, trying to play it off to Oyama, who has a shot. And this is just ridiculous. 2-0 in 13 minutes. It's like we're not even playing on Legendary. It's just way too easy, and maybe we're not even ready for the Championship. Maybe we're ready for the Premier League already. I literally just had to scratch my eyes there. I've got to go back and check, and it is indeed on Legendary. I genuinely can't believe how well this game has started so far. I really couldn't ask for much better in that first half. We played so well, and it was the heroes of last season scoring, Oyama and also Armstrong, and now it's Oyama on the ball. And what can he do here? He's going to pass it inside. The pass isn't quite there. Lansbury through to Patterson here, and Patterson's going to go through and go and have a shot, and Patterson does reduce the deficit. It's now only a 1-goal lead. And Nottingham Forest get back into the game. Tunga, really good pass to Armstrong. Now he's going to keep on running and play it off here to Navio. He's going to go for a shot. And is that found the back of the net? I think it's cleared off the line. Eric Lee high on the ball, trying to get the cross in. And that's found the back of the net. You've got to be kidding me. Is this how our new goalkeeper's going to be playing now? What on earth is going on there? I don't know what Ben Chilwell's doing on the ground. They get the cross in. Look at that for a header. That is dumb. That is the most ridiculous header I've ever seen in my life. And that shouldn't be finding the back of the net from there. Really poor goalkeeping. And even worse defending from us. And it's going to be Armstrong trying to play it through. And we've got Devontae Cole on the ball now. Very, very rapid. Trying to get it through to Oyama. And that is a really good save again by the keeper. And we still got a chance, but the keeper saves it. Up to Tunga. Playing it through here to Devontae Cole. Trying to cut inside and have a shot. And he's hit the bar and Tunga puts it over. That could have been the winner and Devontae Cole could have been the hero. So there we go. We end up drawing our first game in the championship. 2-2 is the score. Patterson ended up getting a second half brace that really did bring them back into the game. We started off the game so well, scoring 2 goals within 14 minutes and then it all just collapsed in the second half. Really didn't do too well whatsoever. Look at that. 1 shot and 2 goals. That makes no sense whatsoever. And you see there, we definitely deserve to win. We bossed the game throughout. And we just got desperately unlucky, I think. Transfer offer for Daniel Ledbitter here. And it's going to be coming in from Gillingham. I'm going to let him go. And it's going to free up quite a lot of wages. That's a lot of wages, actually. Wow. So we're going to let him go. And he's going to be going to Gillingham for 150,000. And for Ryan Ledson, I've got a feeling this guy's going to be a bit too expensive for the time being. Maybe when we get into the Premier League, he could be a player that we go in for. So now that we've done that, we're going to have a training session here. We're going to be training a few different players in this one. We're going to be training Billy King, Pickford, and also Zana Ali. And not really the best, to be honest. I would have expected a bit better from that. Clearly, they're not interested in Frankham, so we're going to have to offer someone else instead. And the only other player that I think that we can offer, I don't know where he is. He's down here somewhere, I think. Where is he? There we go. So Ross Jenkins, we could offer him plus 200,000. I don't know if that's going to be enough. For John Sutai, it looks like he's going to be a bit too expensive as well. 3.7 million they want for him. Plus, I think it was Frankham that I was offering. No, it was Jenkins. So that makes it even worse. They want 4.5 million for him. We're not going to be going in for him then. He's going to be a bit too expensive. I've also seen that Matteo Piccini is expiring at the end of this year. I think I may need to sign him up. He's only wanting £2 a week again. So I think he is a player that is quite affordable. So now we have a game in the Capital One Cup. This is going to be the first round of the Capital One Cup. And I am going to go ahead and sim this one. And this is going to be the side we're going with for this simmed game. We're going to be having Cargill and Lockyer at the back. We're changing around quite a few players due to fitness issues. Hopefully we can get a win in this game. We're making a few changes like I did say. We've got Devontae Cole making his first start in a Wimbledon shirt. And we end up getting a 3-1 result. It's Devontae Cole, King and Baxendale all getting on the score sheet. Although Piccini did get injured. Hopefully that's not too serious. So Piccini's only going to be out for 3 days. That's absolutely fine. He's got a bruised rib and we can deal with that. So we see there that Daniel Ledbitter has gone to Gillingham for 150,000. That's absolutely fine. And we have a contract offer accepted from Jamesbury, but 1 declined from Piccini. So for Piccini, he wants a bit of a bigger squad role. I'll give him sporadic first team player. And I will also go ahead and give him the wage that he had beforehand and see if he does accept it. So now we have our next game in the championship and it is going to be against Wolves. We've got a pretty strong side going up into this game. It's not our strongest side because obviously we did, well, we're having a bit of rotation going on at the moment. But we're trying out Billy King for the first time this season. We're dropping Zana Ali to the bench. And apart from that, it's going to be the same side as in the last game. Yama out wide to Chilwell. And now we're going to try and get it through. We've got it through here to Tunga. And he's going to keep hold of it. Not do anything too rash. And it's now Chilwell. Into Armstrong going for a shot. It's blocked off. He keeps hold of it. And King gets in the way. Nice one, mate. Well done. Ayama's done well. He keeps on going. He's going to have a shot. Please. Penalty. Yes. There we go. We finally get something out of the game. And now we've got an opportunity to make it 1-0 here with Armstrong. Are we going to be able to score it? Yes, we are. What a penalty that is by Armstrong. And we make it 1-0, and that's Armstrong's second goal in 2 games. Now through to Benicophobe, getting the cross in, and it's a good save by Pickford, but I thought he would have catched it. And now they've got a corner here, 67th minute. Can they get themselves back into the game? And no way. No. I am regretting selling Roy Silva already. I seriously am. I just don't know what to say about that. I try and hold on to a lead, and within these first 2 games in the Championship, I'm already starting to hate this goalkeeper, and I don't even know why he did that. I really don't. What an idiot. What an absolute idiot. So I'm going to Matthew Grimes. We're going to play this one through, and it's a Yama on the ball. Cutting inside and having a shot. How unlucky is that? Zona Ali having a shot. No. No. How did that not go over the line? Oyama had a free header and he completely missed it. How on earth did we draw that game again? 2 draws in a row in the Championship. We haven't lost. We're undefeated. But we should have got a win in both of those games at least. That is really disappointing. I'll tell you what though, Sears better come back from injury very soon, because Pickford in goal is just not doing the business. He really has fluffed it up in 2 games so far. And as a result of that, we're down in, where are we? Yep, we're 16th. Really good job. Well done. That is just terrible. And we're going to have a training session after this. And I really have to say that we're going to have to be training Pickford a hell of a lot, because he is a terrible keeper. He's been terrible in these first 2 games, and he's really going to have to step it up if he wants to stay. I'm currently not really too sure what overall this guy is, but I'm going to go ahead and give him a contract anyway. I know he's got very good potential, so we will go ahead and give him this contract. This will be the final game of the episode. We are going to sim it. Hopefully, we can finally pick up our first win in the Championship, but we'll have to wait and see. We end up getting a 2-0 result. It's Devontae Cole again getting on the score sheet, and also Adam Armstrong scoring as well. Right, so we have a game against Derby, but this is going to be the end of the episode. I'm going to end the episode off here. If you have enjoyed this episode, make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already. We have a contract offer accepted from Will and Cyprien. Should we accept him? I'm not really too sure. I'm a little bit reluctant because I feel like we're going to be overspending for him. We're also going to be having transfer deadline day in the next episode, so look forward to that. And if you do want me to sign any players in particular, do let me know in the comments down below. But apart from that, guys, I'm going to have to leave it there, and I'll see you next time for another video. Thanks for watching.